Hi and welcome back, and in this video what I'm going to do is show you how to add a simple web page to your website. So this is the page that I've just added, and what I'll do is I'll show you in a few steps actually how to do this. I'll show you how to add the content header block at the top, the description block, then also how to add a video in this block here, and then also a description block at the bottom. If you need the Sitebuilder demo to try this, if you've not got a website with us, you can go to Classroom and Sitebuilder, and then you can follow this video and then do it on the Sitebuilder. So first of all, what we need to do is add a page to work on. To do that, go to Settings, and then what you've got to do is decide if you want to add your web page to the main menu block, which is this block up here, or if you want to add it to the footer down here. And as you can see, I've added all these as extra pages, so you can actually follow these videos and look at these pages. So this is the one that we're looking at, this one here. So if I scroll down, add new subpage, let's call this test, and then add it. And of course, in this example, if we scroll down, you'll see it's added it here, and this is actually live at this minute. So what I'm just going to do is go into wherever the page is, which is here. Just click on this block here, and then I'm going to just hide it from the navigation and then save changes. If you're actually on the demo, obviously you won't have to do that. And there you go, this is the page set up. So first of all, we're going to need to add an header. So we'll go to header, and then if we scroll down, I'll add an header here. This is your header. Now, even though I've called the page test, what I'm going to do is just give you a proper example. So I went over to, and I use Copilot on Bing. And what I asked it to do was to give me a meta description title. So let me just find that. Come down. There we go, meta description title, actually for the page. So what I'm just going to do is just change this here. And paste. Now what I'm going to do is just, if you want to change the color, just go to the paintbrush, change the color, tick, and then also this needs to be an header 1, and as you can see it's a header 2. So if you just click on there, and there you go, that makes it an header 1, and you're happy with that. Now whatever page you've called it, I know I've called it test, but obviously, so I would name this page how to add a QR code to the website, and that would necessarily be up there. Then also you want to add a meta description to your header, and as you can see, I said, can you write a 150, 160 SEO description on blah blah blah, and then what it's done is give me 3 or 4 different examples. So what I would do is I would just copy that, right click copy, and then what I would do is just paste that into there, and then also I would, it shows up as grey, but obviously it's up to you what colour you want the text, but I would suggest it be black. So add that there, tick, and there you go, that's made your header. So I'll just go out to Copilot, and this is your description here. So that's, well, we're going to change the gap. So if you go back to your cog, scroll down, default block settings, click on that, adjust that to about 50. I'll leave the bottom one. And there you go, that's added that. So then what I would do is I would remove this block here, and then that actually becomes your header with your meta description 150 to 160, which is recommended. So the next thing is we want to add a bit of a description here. So to do that, click on the plus sign, go to content, go to this one here, and that's a small description. So again, over to Copilot, and if I scroll down, and then I've just said I'm adding header 2. Can you give me a description? Which it did, it gave me this. So if I highlight that, copy, paste that into there, paste, and then again, as you know, we'll just make that black. So changes. Now also what you'll need is an header 2 just here. So I asked it to give me an header for header 2, and there you go, it's given me a few examples. I'll copy that, go here, right click paste, change the color there, save, and there you go, that's given you header 2. If you click on it, you'll see it says header 2, so we've no need to change that. Again, we need to change the gap or spacing. Click on there, go to say 20 on that, save that. We've got a bit bigger gap here, so I'll just go in and change that as well. Let's make that 20, save changes. We've come out of Copilot, and as you can see, it's gathers header 1, header 2. Now, try not to make header 1, or sorry, header 2 as header 1. Always change it. Now what we're going to do is add a video block. So again, plus sign, call to action, scroll down. The one we're going to add is this one here. That's that block there. What you can do, you can just get rid of that now. So that's out of the way. So now what you'll need to do is add an image and a link. So we'll click to edit, go to images. These will be the images that you've actually uploaded to your website. If you've not uploaded anything yet, then just click upload file and find the image that's on your computer and then upload it. So in this case, I've done it. So if I add that, that's the image. And then what we'll need to do is add the YouTube URL or whatever link you want to add to this image. So I'm just going to leave that as it is, but obviously what you would do is just change it from there. And also, just as an example, let's say you've got an image here and you want to link it to another page, then obviously you would just click on that, select that, and then you can select your pages. So when you've done all that, save changes. And then to actually change the text here, all you would do is just click on it, and you can edit out the text here. For example, save changes. If you want to make that a little bit brighter, then obviously you would go there, white. And also what you can do, you can make it bigger if you wish, or smaller, and then tick. So you can do that there. Also on here again, just highlight it, put in here whatever you want to put in. You can highlight it again, go to your arrow, and then you can make it bigger or smaller, but there is a limit on size on that. Tick. So that's that. Again, to change your spacing, go here. Let's say we do it to, I've found about 50 on that block is about the best. Save changes. So that's how you had your video and your description here. Then what you'll need to do is add another content block. Now you've got a choice of different content blocks depending on what you want. You can actually go here and put an image in. There's quite a few. I say have a look through that. Basically I'm just going to add that one there. And then, like I say, same again really. I'm not going to repeat it all because you know, you can change your text as I've shown you on the previous blocks, and then you can also change this here as well. And then when you've done all that, what you can then do is save all your changes on your page. And then when you've saved all your changes on your page, you can actually scroll down and you can click on the link wherever the video is. And now I've added the link here. What I did, I went under the heading of the main page, and what I basically did was just write the link in, and then if you click on it again, we're back in here, and I linked it to an internal page. So that's basically how you add your simple web page. So we'll go back, and obviously this is the original page and it's here. So if you've liked this video, then please subscribe, and if you want to set up a real website, you can go to the website learning area, and if you scroll down you can actually look at the videos, and then also by clicking either the banners you can actually set up a real website. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.